Let's talk about some cool math games now. Alright. You have a way to stand tall and all these things. You have all these things. You're so good. Okay. Let's talk about long count calendars. On a timeline long enough, they will all be the same. They will all be developed enough. They will all be affluent enough to be the same. Right? And then they will own it all. Right? On a timeline long enough. You understand? Smart people to unintelligent people on a timeline long enough where there is still problems with unauthorized cloning. Do you know what the problem is? This is a serious fucking math problem. I mean, I would be downright, that's crazy that you think this is going to go that way with this math problem. And I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Every single one of them will eventually be the same house, in theory. The houses are supposed to grow in number. They have, in fact, gone in the opposite direction for the 4th generation in a row now. And that, my man, is a problem. If it was 10 to 1, it's 40 to 1. Your intelligence will become your Achilles heel. Your affluentism, it will be your death cloak. I probably shot the moon on that one. That probably wasn't the right way to go with that. I think I tried a little bit too hard that time. Let's say it's a little bit more mild than that. I tell you this, though, it will be theirs eventually. All they have to do is a math problem now. That, I know, has taken place. Do you understand? He has already bankings and loaned what you have into his back pocket on a timeline. I wonder how that occurred. Why did he think that way? That's a weird way to be thinking, I guess. Knowing that they ain't really that much alike and they don't have a single error with each other. Why would he think that way? I don't know. Crazy. So anyways, I was talking to this guy the other day. You understand? And what he had to say was, if I don't pay them for 100 years, I have foiled at least 20% of their infernal plots. And I said, that is not a good way. He said, oh yes it is. This is the only way. That's what they were. I don't think it's that. I think it's something completely different. Anyways, my man, on a timeline long enough, you were who I am. And that already happened, so that's weird, because I'm still who I am. But no. No, if I use this way of thinking, that would be a strange way of thinking for me. Oh, but it's the way you were, and you don't like me. You still don't like me. You don't like me in a way that I see a W. I go, damn, they really something else. At least I know they're fucking stupid. Anyways, on a timeline long enough, the filtering of their weaker genes will go down as they raise the ones with the stronger genes up, right? A very simple way to it. Fortunately, there is not one way. That is what the problem is. There is not one way to it. I don't know when there was one way, but apparently there was. But it was probably local. It was probably localized and on a macro scale. I give you big China, big India, big Japan, big Southern Asia, and then I say big Russia, and then, I don't know, South America, etc., big Africa. And you go ahead, you go ahead and you figure out what that 10 to 1 looks like, right? And you figure out how many years this will take. I mean, we're talking infinite, buddy. And that's why the number of houses is going down instead of up. If you don't see some sort of a scenery or a situation from this, I would imagine that that would not be a good way to live. But I can imagine you see this as simply aberrant information of a guy that's had too much goddamn coffee. And I might be inclined to agree to you because it is a beautiful day outside and only the birds are making sounds. But it is not that way all the time. Anyways, 10 to 1 or 1 to 10, whatever odds they may happen to actually be, I certainly hope they do not continue to get worse. But in the grand scheme of things, can those numbers actually improve? Or is that a fallacy of a dream someone had to enrich themselves in the riches of others? Because that is the actual answer I see. That somehow he has a very long timeline, and now he is someone else's riches. And I think that that's all there is to the entire diagram. I don't think anything else really needs to be held to it, like pushing all the sand away from the rock. It's the rock. Alright, that's about it, man.